Well, good afternoon, everyone. I almost missed my own live stream because I couldn't find how to get back here. This is kind of funny. YouTube is new for me, even though I've been on here a long time. I haven't done a lot of stuff. So I want to welcome you to almost the last few days here of December. And a couple things I want to bring up is, for one, there is a black moon tomorrow. Now, if you don't know what a black moon is, it is the second full or second new moon in a month, whereas the second full moon in a month is called the blue one. The second new moon is the black one. So that is what we're going to be experiencing tomorrow. You're supposed to be able to see more of the constellation because the sky will be even darker than normal, which I think is a pretty cool way to kind of help take 2024 out. The other thing is, and I wasn't aware of it until last week when a friend brought it up, is we are going into the year of the snake in 2025. And of course, the snake is all about transformation. It's about shedding the old and going into the new. And it's also interesting to note that 2025 is also a 9-year, which is all about endings before a new cycle starts in 2026. So there's going to be a lot of transformation. There's going to be a lot of upheaval as we shift and gear up and clear out even more of the stagnant old energy that's on the planet. Mother Earth is shifting even more. And when that happens, we end up with bigger storms possibly as she clears things out. There could be some, more flooding even than we've had this year. So we just have to be aware of certain things that are going to be going on in 2025 because it is all about transforming. It's a personal transformation, but it's also a transformation for the collective. So that's why it's going to be very important to stay grounded and to stay in a state of love. As long as we keep the love in our hearts and then take it out to others, we should be pretty good. Because we also want to bring peace onto the planet. And in order to do that, you have to have harmony and balance and love. So I've already saged the cards. And we're going to see for the collective what this week is going to bring, because we have New Year's Day coming up on Wednesday. And I know many people go out and celebrate, so I do ask that you please be responsible and be careful, because there's a lot of weird things that happen on New Year's Eve. So let's shuffle them a little bit so we can concentrate on the collective, on what Spirit wants all of us to be aware of for this week, the ending of 2024, going into the beginning of 2025. And I'm using the messages of the spirits of nature by Dr. Stephen Farmer. It's actually a very beautiful deck. And it's more than just the power animals. It includes all of nature. Trees, flowers, animals, the elements. So you never know what we're going to get. So we're going to draw 3 cards for the collective on this last week of December 2024 and into the first few days of 2025. What is it that Spirit wants us to know, to focus on, And we'll see here. Okay. I'm going to pull 3 cards. And then we'll see what they have to say. Oops. Because I dropped the rest of them on the floor. Oh. So the first, now I have to put these on so I can read. So the first card says cloud and imagination. It's a very pretty card. It's also number 7. Oop, there we go. So that is the first card. So let's see what the cloud has to tell us. So the message from the cloud is imagination is the bridge between ordinary reality and non-ordinary reality, the world of wonder and fascination. With a simple and slight shift of attention, one that can be sparked by the vision of clouds in the atmosphere, your mind and heart are taken to a different place. You're invited to let go of the usual and familiar, and instead embrace the world of inconstancy, of joining with the unfamiliar, broadening your perspective, and taking on new adventures. Turn your eyes upward. What do you see? Clouds paint the sky, inspired by nature's limitless imagination, with no formations ever the same. Yield to this urge to let it all go. Lie on the ground with your eyes to the heavens. Breathe deeply and listen with your eyes, ears, and body. Observe how water, earth, and air blend to create an elegant dance in the sky. Stretch your imagination and take action in creating that which you are inspired to do. Write that book you've always wanted to write. Paint the image in your mind that you have been urged to take on a risk in some ways. Celebrate by allowing your body to dance the way that it feels. Whatever begs your imagination to adventure into less than familiar territory, do it. I love clouds. I've seen so many things in clouds, from animals to people. And I was taught how to actually disperse clouds. So one of the things you can do is, especially when you're at a festival and it looks like it's going to rain and you really don't want it to because your friends are there with all their instruments and they're there to play, you can literally focus your energy on the clouds, and you can part the clouds and have like the storm go around you so that it doesn't rain on everybody. So I would used to do that a lot. And my friend would always like, thank you. Now we can play. We're not going to end up having to, get our equipment wet. So clouds are fun. And it's an energy of being able to use your intuition to tap into your soul on what we really can do. So clouds are fun, and go out and see what you see in a cloud. I've seen some pretty funny things up there. The second card is honeybee. And the honeybee is all about community. So let's see what the honeybee has to say about the energies for this week for us. Excuse me. So the honeybee's message is you're an integral part of a community, one composed of people related by blood, friendship, or another type of common bond. Lately, you found yourself thinking about this or that person, but have generally dismissed the thoughts and feelings that triggered these remembrances as random and inconsequential. You may even have experienced other external reminders of that individual, such as their name popping up in conversations or symbols appearing that remind you of them. These synchronicities are prompted by the collective consciousness as an invisible web in which we humans are all connected. Threads are more concentrated in those that are part of your more immediate community, but we are still all connected as humanity. Stories abound as to how someone got a sudden urge to call a relative or friend and then discovered there was an urgent need they could now serendipitously meet. It's critically important at this time to trust these cues and act on them so as to actively acknowledge the physical and spiritual connection you have with these important people in your life. Pause for a few moments and allow yourself to stretch the limits of what you ordinarily think of as community, and realize that you are connected to the entire human race. Again, our beautiful saying, Mitakiwe Oyasi, we are all related, and we really are. Even to the animals, the plants, the trees, we're related, period. Because the one spirit, the great spirit, moves through all of us, created all of us as equals. I love this last one. The third card is the rose, which is all about love. So let the rose talk to us and see what else it would like to say and what the message is. Pause for a few moments. Close your eyes and imagine you're holding a fragrant rose. Notice the color of the rose that appeared to you. You can always later discover the symbolism of that color of the rose, because different colors have different meanings and vibrations. Inhale slowly, and you can smell the gentle yet powerful fragrance of the rose. Let it be carried throughout your body. As you do, notice any sensations, particularly in your heart area. As you exhale, send that breath out to the world with love. Repeat a few times. Thank the rose and rose spirit for its sweet and compassionate gift to the world, as a reminder of the utmost importance of giving and receiving love. It's critical at this time to generously express your love through words and actions, to give it away as much as in as many ways as possible with no agenda or expectations attached. Do not shy away from doing so, and be aware of how it returns to you in many different ways from a variety of sources: human, animal, and plant. When you experience love coming your way, simply receive and accept it with gratitude. Whenever needed, picture a rose as a reminder of the sacredness, purity, and power of love. That is a very beautiful way to end this reading for this week. We have our imagination. Whoop, there we go. To go outside into nature. I know in some parts of the country it's a little too cold to go out and lay on the ground. But still, you can go for a walk and you can look up at the sky if there's clouds up there and use your imagination. Look for the elephants, look for the giraffes or the tigers or the bears. You just never know what'll show up in the clouds. I've seen some pretty awesome things up there. People, I've even seen hands reach out of the clouds to another cloud as it transforms. So you never know. Use that imagination, tap into that ability that we all have as a creative. And then tap into your community. Reach out to family and friends that maybe you haven't talked to for a while. I know this past week was Christmas, and most of you hopefully spent some time with family. I don't have any around me, so I was just with bare heart. But again, reach out to your community. Let them know you're still around. Let them know that you care about them, and ask if they need help and if there's any way you can help them. And then always, always, always do it out of love. Love for yourself, love for the planet, love for the animals. Just pure, unadulterated love. So again, remember, tomorrow is the black new moon. And we're going into 2025 on Wednesday. And 2025 is all about letting go of things because it's a 9-year. And the Chinese New Year, which will be coming up in 2025, is the year of the snake, which is all, again, about leaving what no longer serves us behind and transforming into more of that love soul that we are, and remembering who we are and why we are here. I hope you guys all have a wonderful week and have a very safe and happy new year. And we'll talk soon. Bye for now.